Alright, what's up boys? Welcome back to the Forever World. Today I'm going to show you my iron farm, how I built it, and how it works. It's been extremely useful. I have a double chest full of iron. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and let's get started. Alright, so first things first, everything you need to build this iron farm is in my inventory right now. So a lot of boats, a lot of beds, a lot of water, you need lava, basically, and a lot of hoppers. So you'll need a decent amount of iron to start this, to build this, but it is worth it, I promise. All right, so first off, you want to build a 9x9 dirt little plot, 9x9 square. You want a relatively flat area to do this, makes it a lot easier to build. You want to make this 2 deep, as you can see, and this is actually where the iron golems are going to flow into once we have everything put together. This is where they will spawn and fall into a hole. So dig this out. You then want to put a water bucket at each of the corners. What this does is it flows everything to the middle, and by doing so, if you do it correctly, there should be one square in the middle that is completely dry and has no water on it whatsoever. Next up, we want to put some fences in the middle in the 3x3 center. So put 9 fences total, just like this. And you're going to want to open the fences as well. This is actually where the golems flow through in the hole into the lava. Next up, you want to build down 17 blocks. Some people recommend 16, 15. I have found that 17 blocks is the perfect number for the optimal spawn area. So dig down 17 blocks, all 9 squares, so 3x3. And then next you want to just build a small little room where you will eventually put your chests to collect the iron. It's important to make this room a decent size. So if you want more than, say, 2 chests, you could connect a few hoppers and have a bunch of chests. Just depends how long you want to go AFK for, or, you know, how much iron you want to store eventually. Next up, we can start placing the chests. This is what the hoppers are going to connect to. So make sure that they are connected to the chests directly. And then the following hoppers are connected directly, etc., etc. And you're just going to build up a square of hoppers here, just like this. Next, we're going to put signs on the wall. I don't really know why this is useful or necessary, but it is. So don't skip out on the signs. This is absolutely necessary. Next up, be sure to light up the area a little bit just so mobs don't spawn. I have died many times just from zombies spawning eventually, or creepers. So be sure to light up the area. And then we're going to build up, and I like to use ladders to actually get out of here. Just a quick and easy way to get down here so you can collect all the iron that you get. All right, next up, on all 4 corners, we're going to go diagonally 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then on the third one, we're going to dig a 3 wide little hole in the ground. This is actually where the villagers are going to stay, and you want to be sure to build them away from the farm. Next, you want to go down these holes and build a little room, a 3x3 room. Again, be sure to build this room away from the farm, not towards it. So once you do that, you're going to place 3 beds on the wall where you first dug down. You're going to place a slab on the wall on both of these sides, and then you're going to place a trapdoor on the top block in the middle. And then once you do that, you can go through that, break 2 more blocks, and this is where you're going to place the boat. So the boat is going to actually harbor the zombie. He's going to make the villagers freaked out, and that's what actually will make the iron golem spawn in the end. Then you can build a little staircase out of this room. Again, you do need quick access to this in case your zombie dies for some reason. If you need to replace him, if you need to make sure he's still there. It's very important to have this as a quick, accessible little room. So I would just dig a staircase out and eventually cover it once you have the zombie in there. All right, so then repeat this for all 4 corners. It is a rather time-consuming process, but it is needed. You do need all 4 corners filled with villagers and filled with zombies. Here's a quick clip of me finding a zombie and bringing him to the boat. Again, this can kind of be tedious and annoying. Sometimes they don't get in the boat. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they die. It is kind of a struggle, but this is exactly how you do it. So 4 zombies for each room, all 4 corners. All right, so next we have to corral some villagers. Because I am using mods, this process is so much easier. I can actually lasso a villager or multiple, which makes this leagues easier. So yeah, mods are sick. But yeah, you want to get villagers on some lassos and bring them over to the farm. And really the best way that I found to do this is to either dig down to the room or just get them close to the hole and then just push them in. You might have to go down there to retrieve your lasso or your lead, but this is kind of the best solution that I've found. And then of course you got to do it for all 4 corners, so you need 12 villagers total, lots of beds. It's a freaking struggle, but I promise it is worth it at the end. So after doing this 4 times for each corner, you should have 12 villagers, 4 zombies, and ideally it would be ideal to give a zombie either a weapon, a piece of armor, something that they can hold. That way they don't despawn, because that definitely does happen. So if you can, maybe name tag them or give them some armor. If you have any spare leather armor lying around, give them some equipment. That way they don't despawn in the boat. And ideally the boat should make them not despawn, but it has happened to me before. So yeah, that's a good idea. If you're looking to just leave this and let it be, might want to give them some equipment. Okay, so once you have everything done, the farm should basically just look like this. Very simple, very plain. The golems should spawn in the water, and then the water current should make them flow towards the middle, drop down the hole, burn in lava, and then their iron should drop into the hoppers, which then go to the chests. As you can see, works perfectly fine. If you are getting some instances where the golems are spawning either outside of the water or they are just spawning sporadically, well, basically outside of the water, it usually means either a zombie is no longer there in one of the corners, so the spawn rate is messed up, or it means you didn't dig deep enough or specific enough, and you'll just need to fix that, the depth of the rooms, of the villagers, or of the pit. So as you can see, works perfectly fine. Once you have this basic setup, you can actually build a building around it. That is what I did as well. But there you go. You got an iron farm. You will now have infinite amounts of iron. You will never use it all, I promise. You could probably build cities out of it, and you will never go through it. So enjoy your new iron. Really hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.